going to start to help you right now. There's a belief system. Let me give you one. I'm stuck, right? I'm stuck where I am. That's an example. Somebody says, I'm stuck where I am. Let's redefine the belief and flip it on its head. I'm in charge of my growth, right? I'm in charge of my growth. It's a redefined belief. Now, I have to believe the redefined belief. If you put a belief that is not redefined and you believe it, it won't change anything. I see these people, you know, I've been building businesses for a very long time, building all kinds of stuff. And I can't tell you how many people I've been around in life that say, I'm going to be a millionaire. And I always say, why? When? Like, what do you need to do? What do you got to change? How do you have to change your thinking? And all of a sudden they go, well, maybe I'm not going to be a millionaire. I said, you will, but we have to get everything else clear. You have to redefine your beliefs. Okay, you ready? It might sting a little bit. Can you write in sting if it's okay if it stings a little bit? Does any of you that have been in my world, you know one thing? Well, two things. One, I'm going to tell you how I feel it is, okay? But number two, I'm going to give it to you with a pure heart. Because if you're looking for comforting lies, there's a lot of other shit you could be doing tonight. You don't have to be listening to me talk. If you're looking for hurtful truths, not to hurt you, but to wake you up, I'm probably a decent person to listen to. Here's the thing. Ready? You deserve exactly where you're at now. I'm defending myself. Simple defense. Okay, maybe quicker defense, right? You're like, F you. Don't you dare tell me I deserve right. No, you deserve where you're at right now because you created where you're at. You created it, but it's cool. We can now change the creation. Let me give you another belief. Change is scary. Change is scary. Well, wait a minute. Making big moves is exciting, right? And then change is scary. Wait, big moves, that's exciting. All of you probably made a big move at one time. You might have been in a relationship and there was a time for the first hug, the first kiss, the first tight interaction. That was a big ass move. And it was exciting. Well, that's exactly how life can feel all the time, right? What about this? I'm not going to write it. I'm just going to share it with you. I can't afford to have wealth, right? I can't afford to have wealth versus I deserve wealth because it creates opportunity and a legacy. Or what about this? Investing is risky. Mike is blushing when he made his big ass move on Jennifer. Well, we were 15 and it was in a movie theater and it was our very first date and we went to see the movie Cobra. Does anybody watch the movie? Type in Cobra if you watch the old school movie Cobra, right? It's a little eerie. And don't ask me why I put my hand on her leg the very first date, but yes, maybe that's what kept us together forever. I put my hand on her leg in Cobra. All right, investing is risky versus investing in myself pays a massive reward. Investing in myself pays a massive reward, right? Okay, tell me what you just figured out about your past. What's an action item that you need to write down for yourself right now? Thinking about your past, Mike, I need to do this. Type it in the chat bar. I want everybody to have one action item. Like, Mike, I need to do this. I need to reflect. I need to replace. I need to recharge something from my past. I need to kill something from my past, right? Mike, I need to move on. Okay. Hopefully not from this training, just from things in, in your past. I need to find what's holding me back. That's good. It's inner. You got to go inner reflective, right? You have to, what we say Tyrone, is the example I say is you have to crawl the best way you can. Sometimes you have to be assisted. Crawl into the darkest cave to face the darkest thing, to punch a hole through the cave to find a glimpse of light, and then open it up till all you see is light and no more darkness there. No more darkness. So sometimes it's a journey you have to go on with somebody. Sometimes you could do it yourself. I need to reset, reboot, and restart. Beautiful. I need to redefine. Great job, Jill. I choose to change amount of value I believe I offer. Yeah. Self-worth. How many of you would like to have a greater self-worth? Type in self-worth in the chat bar. I'll give this to you. I didn't think I was going to talk about it. So little bonus here, little bonus. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Okay. Now, we're friends here, so be transparent. One thing you'll know from me, I won't sugarcoat shit and I won't tell you something to make you all feel like I'm better than what I am. What is your self-worth now? Like, is it a level, if 10 is the best and 1 is garbage, where are you? Are you 6, a 7? Self-worth, like, you know, I know that I'm worth all this. Just put a number, 8, 6, okay. Now watch the reflection here. Now this is going to be one of those moments where we have a flip of awakening. Ready for it? Now rate your self-love. 10, you love every part of yourself. You love the gray hair. You love the little muffin around your belly. Yeah, I got a little, sometimes a little man boob here. Like really loving every aspect of your soul. And 1, you don't even know how to feel about yourself. Rate yourself now. Now, here's the deal. Your self-love is in direct correlation to your self-worth. Aaron, type that in for me. Your self-love is in direct correlation to your self-worth. If that's a big boom, can you type in boom in the chat bar for me? You type in boom in the chat bar? And you will know you're reflective of self-love. Normally, when you come out of the shower, I always use this example. I bet a whole bunch of you do not remember looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing yourself brush your teeth. Most people, when they hit a certain age, when you're a young kid, right? When your kids are young, you know, they come out of the shower or whatever, and they got still soap on their face. They look in the mirror and they're like, they're touching it, and you're like, oh my God, the kid's got soap on the mirror, and they like looking at themselves, and you're thinking, oh my goodness. You're thinking, if I could have that back. You get out of the shower, you brush your teeth, you don't even see yourself in the mirror no more. You know what I want you to do tonight? You brush your teeth, go, I see you. I see you. And look at yourself deeply and deeply with love and not shame. Not shame. You know how many people are being shamed and shame themselves? Oh, I put on 20 pounds. Shame on you. Oh, you look like you put on some weight. Shame on you, right? Can you love yourself? Really love yourself with tons of shame? What's your answer, everybody? What's your answer? No. Because shame blocks self-love. When you love and your brain says, I love every aspect, your brain starts fixing every part of you. Illness, sickness, anything. Okay, I hope that was good for you. Let's go into the present now. Now, in the present, our comfort zone often keeps us stuck in one place. That's our comfort zone. Fear to kind of move forward because I'm comfortable, right? But we prefer to enjoy the current moment instead of stretching ourselves into a greater future. When you stretch yourself, you find out the potential you have, I have stretched myself because, like, I remember a long time ago, Well, how do you go from 2 electricians in a truck to building a $32 million company? You stretch yourself. You make decisions to do things that we made a decision to do training back then. I put it on my credit card. I didn't even know how the hell I was going to afford it. But I knew this: if I don't stretch, eventually I die, right? If I don't grow, and I use this phrase, some people know it, they have the phrase, if you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not growing, you're dead. You just don't know it yet. That's the thing, because a lot of people, I hear them, I say, tell me how you feel. And they go, I feel like I'm dead inside. And I go, okay, when did we stop growing? When did we stop growing? When I had this problem, when I had this situation, when I dealt with this divorce, when I had this relation, when I had this health problem, when my mom died or my dad died, all of that stopped. Then all of a sudden, death starts to come in, the death of something. But there's a difference between death and killing something so something else can live, right? So something else can live. Now, if you look at this, the first part is there has to be a sense of insight. Insight. If you're getting some insight, type in insight in the chat bar. And I know I got you doing a lot of things, listening to me, writing things. That's just how we hang. It's just how we're hanging tonight here, okay? You got to have a sense of insight, a new reflection, a new way of thinking. When you have that, the second step, which I'm hoping for all of you tonight, is bravery. Bravery. The ability to step into the unknown. Now, a lot of you have heard this phrase before. I think Sun Tzu said it. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. He was wrong. Because what if the first step you take is off a cliff? You die. Write this down. You could write this as Mike A, me. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with planning the first step. Let's make it the best first step possible. Once we have a plan with insight, it's easy to be brave. It's easy to be brave, right? Once you step into bravery, guess what starts to happen? It's happened for me. As I was brave, started to grow a company, started to grow myself. And even in martial arts, I had to be brave a lot. Like my black belt test in martial arts was 200 attacks. And they had a choice to pick up a baseball bat. I think there was a golf club, a stick, a live knife, a shotgun. Shotgun wasn't loaded, right? I think that was the majority of the weapons, or fist, hand. Now, when you step out there, you have no choice. Your insight is defend yourself. Your bravery is move and use everything you know. And at the end of the test, when you're black and blue and all bruised and broken blood vessels, you know what you get? You're not beaten. You get power. You get power. And when you have power, everything else becomes possible quicker. Write that down. When you get more power, everything becomes possible quicker. This is where at the top here, we're looking at our comfort zones. If you just step back a minute and tomorrow or tonight you go, okay, let me reflect. And I don't know, some of you are in Australia on this call. Some of you are in other parts of the world. Type in real quick where you're at. So we got people that just woke up and people that will be going to bed. That's why I do these, Australia, New Zealand, Wyoming. This is why we do these at night. So we can look, Bermuda, because we want to have people from all over the world on here, all over the world.